what's up guys? It's Kathy and I am back with another process video, and this one is for paper issues for, what's it? Now I can't remember. Working title, that's it. I'm recording videos like in random orders, so I don't always remember which challenge I've been working on. But this month it was to go iconic, and so use a symbol or something in your title. So, I didn't think too far of the box with this one and went with a heart because, I heart this and I heart that, that kind of title. So yeah, I didn't really go crazy in my thought process, but I wanted to do another big heart in the middle. I've done this before in an older layout that doesn't even have a process video because it's so old, but yeah, it doesn't have a process video. So I was like, oh, I want to do something like that again. So I debated which paper I was going to use for the top part, and I ended up going with the Pink Paisley C'est La Vie flower. It's like a wood grain with gray gradient flowers on it, and I've just had it sitting around for a while. I have some of the ephemera for the C'est La Vie collection, and then like one or two papers, and then that's it. So I figured I might as well use up some of it. So my big debate was what I was going to put in the background. I love that one with the houses. It looks great behind it to me. But I do change it and go back to this one, which is a kind of like world map, and it's showing the UK and the United Kingdom and Scotland and stuff like that. So because this layout is about Scotland, I thought what better chance to use this paper than on this layout where, I have the map of it. So I do end up using this one instead, and I think it works out just fine. And I can save those houses for one of my layouts about London, with all the houses close together and stuff like that. Because those houses really do remind me of a lot of the European kind of villages and towns and stuff. So anyway, so what you saw me doing there was I didn't want to go straight up and down. I was moving the paper a little bit, just to get Scotland and the UK, well, it's the same thing, just to get the UK in the right place, just so it was lined up the way I wanted it. So in order to do that, I had to turn the paper a little. So I just kind of marked it there, and then I'm just going to use a random scrap piece of craft paper or cardstock to back it all on, because I don't think I would ever use paper quite that dark on a layout that I know of. So you can see I can kind of figure out where to glue the paper down from there. So I'm just gonna tape it all down, and I didn't want to use liquid glue because I was just afraid of warping and stuff like that. But anyway, it all stays down pretty well. And I am going to put some foam on the back of this piece of paper, just closer to the actual heart. I don't want it raised up at the bottom, but just towards the center, just for that little bit of shadow that it's going to give. Just kind of wanted that effect. So I'm not going to make you watch me tape all this down, but basically I'll show you me completely finished of it. So there is all I did for it, and tape everything down. Now, in hindsight, I should have put more tape around the edges, and I have gone back since and put more tape around the edges just to make sure it stayed in place and wasn't pulling up. So if you're doing something like this, do that as well. Make sure you put more glue around the edges of your paper. Anyway, so this is another day, I think. I'm pretty certain I went away for a bit and then had to come back to this layout when I had a chance. So I was debating what ephemera to use, and I ended up grabbing a bit from an older Maggie Holmes collection, Confetti, I grab a little bit from, I think I start grabbing a little bit from C'est La Vie, but I don't end up using it. I'm using some of the Take Me Away chipboard. And this is, I believe, Maggie Holmes Gather stuff. And I think I use a little bit of it, and it's mixed in with the Dear Lizzie Saturday collection, which is kind of more travel themed. So some of the pieces end up working really well. You know, just tags and different things like that. And I'm just kind of trying to stick with the color theme. So like pinks and purples and yellows and golds and stuff like that. And the picture is just a selfie of me kind of standing in the very back of, like, you can see the road going down, and the very back, that kind of small building is the hotel we were staying on, and it was on it was in the Grass Market in Edinburgh, which was a place where they had markets and hangings and all that kind of stuff. And it was like this really cool street area with tons of bars and pubs and restaurants and a few little shops, and then it had this kind of winding road up towards up if you went to the left hand side and up, and it had even more cute shops and stuff like that, and it wasn't too far away from Greyfriars Bobby. And yeah, I to divert off of my inspiration and just discuss that for a second. So we went to London, and we went to Edinburgh, and then we went to Inverness and stuff like that, and went to the Highlands for a bit. But I have to say, definitely Scotland and definitely like the Edinburgh area stole my heart. If I could, I possibly would move there in a heartbeat if I could afford that or had a job where, that allowed me to. I just fell in love with it, and I really liked London too. But it's so there's so many people. I'm not used to it. It's people, like, when we were talking with tour guides and stuff like that, we'd mention like that, you know, you've got this many people living in your city alone. My entire province has less than 150,000 people living on it, like my whole island. So I am not used to going somewhere where there might be like over 1 million people just living in one area. And then, oh my God, like how busy it would be. It was really scary. Edinburgh is not as crowded. I think there's only 400 and something, less than 500,000 people in Edinburgh. So it was a little tinier. So it was a little more calming for me because I do not like big crowds and stuff like that. So I really did love London. It was just, to me, it was like Halifax, like amped up like 1,000,000%. And I loved living in Halifax, so it was great. But Edinburgh just had so much beautiful architecture and so much history, and I just felt at home there, which is nice being part Scottish. So you never know. Anyway, I loved all of it, loved taking pictures of it. And I haven't even emptied my memory card from my camera. The only pictures I have right now are the ones that I took with my phone. I didn't transfer anything from my memory card, so I cannot wait to see how many pictures are on that. Anyway, I was looking for my tissue paper because I just wanted something light to back my photo, and I could not find my tissue paper to save my life. So I found the like glycine bag or whatever you call them that one of the swag bags from Paper Issues had come in. So I just folded it up and used that. And I love it. I think it looks really cute. I've seen people do it before. I just don't normally have those bags at my disposal, but this time I did. And if I can say one thing, oh my gosh, glue down your chipboard. Oh, I lost chipboard like 2 or 3 times trying to take a picture of this layout. And at one point, I went outside to take a picture, and where I live, there's like no wind protection. So it was just blasting, and my layout flew away. And my son went and grabbed it for me, and yeah, some of the chipboard had blown off. So in the final pictures, this chipboard might be in completely different spots because it flew off and I couldn't remember where it went. So yeah, I I keep saying that I've learned my lesson and that I'm going to glue down the American Crafts chipboard, and then I just don't. And but don't follow in my terrible paths. Totally do it. So anyway, I'm just using these tiny foam thickers, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to put them. And I didn't really think that through my title. So I'm kind of going around and trying to spell it out. And of course, I've got the big heart. So it's like Scotland Has My Heart is my title. And I don't like it up there. And then I realize, oh, I should write it down around there. And that means I have to move more chipboard again just to make it all fit. So I'm not going to make you watch me do all that. But you'll see where I have it all placed at the end, because I do have to move it up a little bit just because I want some separation between the letters. But yeah, these were great little, they're just from my stash, but they're a great little thicker. I just wanted something small. I didn't have a whole lot going on because I tend to buy the big ones. I love the big ones. So I don't tend to have a lot of little stuff going on. Putting some Chasing Dreams in there too. The camera and the bows are from Chasing Dreams, and then almost all of the other chipboard is Take Me Away. I am really getting through that with my stash, so I'm really happy about that. And for the heart, I just took an old piece of pattern paper that I was probably never going to use and just drew out a heart. And I did that whole thing where I folded it in half and drew out my heart and just made sure it was the way I liked it. So nothing to it, and just cut it out with scissors. I mean, it's not perfectly, I mean, you could do it with like a silhouette, but I didn't see the point in sending that through. So this is a stamp set from, I think it's the Paige Evans Oh My Heart. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It's either Paige Evans or Dear Lizzie, but I thought it was the Paige Evans Oh My Heart stamps. And I'm just kind of doing some stamping simply because why not? Sorry for my head. It gets in the way a lot for this one. But yeah, no, I really like how the little stamping turned out. I will do my journaling off screen, and I think I have to move some stuff around to get it quite the way I want it. But the lines were part of the stamp set. So anyway, I am gonna, oh my gosh, there's a big moth right outside my window. Oh my goodness. He and that spider in the corner are gonna duke it out. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to put some gold Heidi Swap, and I think I actually I tempt fate and I use my black Heidi Swap Color Shine, which I have not used in forever because I used to have an issue where it wasn't drying, but I did very small splatters, so fingers crossed it dries. These stickers are from, I don't know, a Carpe Diem. So that would be Bella Boulevard? I don't remember who does them. Oh my gosh. Anyway, they were just clear stickers sitting around, so I used them. But I thought Carpe Diem was. No, I don't remember anymore. Someone's gonna put it in the comments, I know. So Lord love yous for helping me out with remembering stuff, because sometimes I just grab things that are sitting around my desk. But anyway, that's about it. So pictures coming up. I will see you in the next video, and have an awesome day, everybody. I'm gonna wave. Wave, Kathy. No, black. Then wave. Fade to black. Jeez. Okay, bye.